Hello everyone, and welcome back to Technically Unsure, where I'm not really sure what I'm doing technically.
What am I doing?
Today is an exciting day. I got my hands on an industrial board, mainly targeting industrial automation, surveillance, digital signage, and other similar industrial uses where multi-LAN, multi-HDMI output is needed. Okay, multiple monitors are needed. And by multiple, I mean a lot. Okay, so you're gonna see. So this bad boy is designed by Jetway. And if you don't know about Jetway, these guys are a leading developer of manufacturer of industrial motherboards, SBCs, rack-mounted servers, and panel PCs. So these guys been around for a long time. The company was established in Taipei in 1986. I communicated with their California office though. I reached out to them and I heard about one of their press releases, and they released this board that I'm going to show you guys is MTX-MTH1 mini ITX board. They were kind enough to just send me a sample so I can show you guys in this video, which comes with Intel Core Ultra 5 or 7. So there are two options you can choose from. The 5 one comes with Intel Ultra 125H. 7 one comes with 155H. So Ultra 5 one, that one comes with 14 cores. That's 4 performance cores, 8 efficient cores, and 2 low power efficient cores. Boost clock can go up to 4.5 gigahertz on that one. Very powerful CPU. And if you want even more power, you can go with the Ultra 7 model. That 155H comes with 16 cores, so 6 performance cores, and the rest is same. So 8 efficient cores and 2 low power efficient cores. And that one max turbo clock goes up to 4.8, so higher. I believe they were kind enough to send me the Ultra 7 model. Let me actually show you guys. This is literally how the box arrived. So Patrick is the guy I was talking to, he kindly sent me. So these are their various products. They have these very smaller industrial boards, and all the way goes up, bigger mini ITX1, and this is the one that I am going to show you guys. Yeah, they have all sorts of industrial boards and computers and server rack, even rack mount servers and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, these guys are awesome, and I'm going to show you, you will see what I'm talking about. So this is literally how it arrived. I just opened the box to see what is inside, and I saw that this was the Jetway box. So these ones, the one I got, I think they sent me the 155H1 with Ultra 7 version, and the one that I received comes with onboard Nuvoton TPM2 IC. So you can easily do TPM2 requiring things. Industrial customers might really need that, but you can like store in cryptographic keys and all that sensitive things, right? But also all their hardware comes with Intel PTT in the BIOS, which you can enable to emulate the TPM2. So you might get around that TPM with that way, and then you won't really need the hardware IC. But some people might need it, and that's like extra $10, I think. They told me, I asked them the price, I think that's the $10 difference for that extra Nuvoton TPM2 IC. And the board, I asked them about price. They said this board is $900, which includes 20% tariff. Yeah, don't get me started on tariff stuff. You can join my Only Politics channel. There I can rant about it, but for a fee. But seriously, the board is made in China, so you have to pay 20% tariff. But the rep in the California office, Patrick, told me if a customer orders 200 plus boards at a time, they can manufacture it in Taiwan, so you avoid tariffs basically. So I did the math. I said, okay, if I remove the 20%, what it's gonna be? So it's $750 if I did the math right. So $750, you will get this powerful beast of a board, which we're gonna check. And industries that need, you know, powerful boards, multiple LANs, with a lot of display outputs can really benefit greatly from this board. Also, if you need AI and NPU stuff, yeah, you can install Halo 8 NPU board, which actually I have one laying around right here. So I have one Halo 8 here. It's like an NVMe slot board you can put, and it gives you 26 TOPS power, and you can put 2 of these because there is an M.2 E key and M key, so you get an NPU power to your board. And Jetway have a partnership with the Halo, so if you ask them, they can give you the Halos as much as you need with your boards. These boards come with a lot of industrial ports, standard stuff, and even legacy ones. So there are serial ports, GPIO, SM bus, I2C, EDP, display, LVDS, 3 3-watt speaker amplifier, LAN LED headers, watchdog timer, power status after power failure, AT/ATX power mode, chassis intrusion sensor. It's just perfect for industrial applications, but I'm going to take a look at it myself in non-industrial way. I will check that, but you can use this, my audience, whoever you are, if you are interested in using industrial stuff, building stuff, and you need industrial computers, these guys rock. So let's take a look at it. So this is the serial port, I assume, yeah, and 2 of those, and they included this cable. You basically plug this to the board. You can power your SATA disks, SATA cable, a jumper connector thing for headers, and the star of the show. Look at the size. It's small, but it's mighty. That's what she said. So let's take a look at this. This is the one that I'm talking about. Yeah, it's beautiful. Just take a look at it. There you go. There is an Ultra 7 155H right under this, and comes with the fan. There you go, 155H0210. So this is the version I got. So let me finish up unboxing and remove this, and then we'll go through the ports. Let's see what else is in there. I think they sent me power supply as well. Oh yeah, there you go. So that's the power cable, typical one. Okay, and this is the adapter, I assume. Yep, there you go. So yeah, let me get rid of these. Okay, so this is what you will get. Okay, now let's talk about I/O and what you are going to get in here. Let me grab my pen. So this small one is the 8-port. This one is the GPIO, and this one is system fan, obviously. And this one is RS232, RS422, RS485 serial port. And this one is the comport, COM1. And then another one, same thing, COM3, COM4, COM5, COM6. A lot of comports, okay? And then right here is the USB 3.2 header. So if you want a very fast USB connection, that's right here. The 3-watt speaker amplifier that I just talked about is right here, the white one. And this is front panel, line out, microphone in, and all that stuff in here. This is the LAN LED connector. And now let's take a look at it this way. So 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. Very, very fast, very nice. So if you needed something that needs 2.5 gigabit in this tiny board, and there is the USB 3.2 Gen 2, very, very fast USB ports right over here. And there is 2 USB 2 ports, very slow, but you know, mouse, keyboard, whatever. And 1, 2, 3, 4 HDMI connectors for digital signage. Yeah, this bad boy can run 4 screens right over here. And this one is the power connection, which is actually right here. Okay, so that goes there. And there's also this way of powering if you want to do it with power supply. Don't get too excited. This is a PCIe Gen 1, but X16. I initially thought it's going to be like Gen 3 or something. You see how many things are there? They don't have enough lanes to use for here to do more. Right over here, again, front panel header. And there is the SATA power. That's right over there. We had the cables for. Okay, this one is the SATA power out, and this one is the SATA port. So this one is the USB 2.0, and then right over here is the CPU fan that is right here, that's already connected. And this one is the LVDS e-display EDP inverter, so you can connect it to displays. And this one LVDS EDP LCD panel wafer, so you can connect this one to screen. I think we covered the surroundings. So inside, I just have to show you a couple of small things. So here we have DDR5 SO-DIMM, so 1 and 2 you can install. I don't think they told me any limitations, so I will go crazy a little bit. Let's see what I have. I have a bunch of DDR5, so we'll install some over here. There is a SIM card socket right over there. This one is basically M.2 B key, 3042, 3052 you can install over here. And then there is M.2 E key right over here, small one on in bottom. And then on the top you have M.2 M key, so 2 of those M keys. So you see, you can install all sorts of booster NPU chips like the Halo one that I was showing you on this bad boy. It's very powerful. On the back, you have the battery and nothing that you should worry about. These are just things that board runs on. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So this is nice. This is nice. Let me confirm the size. Let's go with centimeters. 17. Yep. by 17 should be, yep, 17 by 17. And you get this very, very powerful computer, okay? Digital signage is nothing. I mean, come on. 4 HDMI ports and 2.5 gigabit Ethernet with that CPU. Yeah, it can handle a lot of things, okay? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab some DDR and grab an NVMe SSD. So let's power this up. Let's boot into it and see what we can do with this. All right, give me a couple of minutes to let me set things up. I will be right back. Okay, I actually brought a bunch of NVMe SSDs that I have. We are going to try Windows 11, Proxmox, Windows 10, and Ubuntu. In terms of DDR5, these are the ones I found. This is the DDR5 from ATEC, 4800 megahertz. I think this will work. I have some that should be faster. Yeah, let's see what I have. That's 5600. Okay, I have. So team group 1, 5600. Okay, let's go with the craziest one. If it didn't work, I will lower it. Okay, so this is team group TED 53 2G 5600. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. If it works, I'll even put the link in the description just in case so you guys know. But yeah, I'm gonna start with this. I don't think they said anywhere, you know, there is some limit on the speed, but yeah, I'm gonna try. Okay, so let's install it. I always get it wrong. Okay, that one worked. All right, that was easy. And I guess let's start Windows 11 and then we go from there. Okay. All right, so we are going to take a look at it together. If anything blows up, we all going to see. Let me also start screen recording. Okay, let's go. Well, it doesn't auto start, so I have to figure out the front panel connection. Let me check the manual. All right, I figured out the pinouts over here. So for the power connector, actually it hit me that they have an amazing manual PDF and it just covers everything for all these industrial ports. Every single port, they have an extensive manual on their website, and you can download it, and BIOS updates and drivers for Windows. Okay, let's try one more time and hopefully this time it will turn on. There you go. Wow, it's so quiet. It is so quiet. I don't hear any. Okay, so that was okay. Wait. There you go. So we are in and let's take a look at it. So connectivity configuration, CPU configuration, and you can see the C states is right over here. You can enable and disable that. Efficient cores, performance cores, power and performance. These are power limits that you can set. Power management controls over here. Trusted computing, that's right there. And Super IO serial ports, you have 6 of those over here. Watchdog that I was talking about is right over here. And serial port redirection, PC health, you can see it's cool, 48, 49 Celsius, and it's quiet. I'm not hearing anything really. And then USB config is over here, network stack, NVMe configuration. Yep, that's mine, 990. And wake up functions over here. You guys like these things. And PTT that I was talking about in case you don't want the extra $10. And then there is 3 2.5 gigabit Ethernet ports, system agent, PCH, SATA config, and all that stuff, security, boot, and that's it. So we have my Windows. All right, so let's boot into Windows and let's see if it boots first try. Why it shouldn't? Why? It's perfect. So we are in and it was really fast. Did you notice that? Literally the boot time was a couple seconds. That was awesome. So you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to run a bunch of benchmarks, that Crystal Disk, 3D Mark, all that good stuff, and then CPU-Z. Okay, let me just quickly show you the CPU-Z. So you guys told me about it, so I'm gonna use it. You guys like it. I wasn't using it before, but anyway, yeah, here you go. Intel Core Ultra 7 155H, exactly, and 28 watts. And by the way, I totally forgot to tell you. I mean, it was on the camera, so you guys hopefully seeing it. It's basically running on a Windows 11 with 21, 22 watts idle. We're doing nothing. It's 20 watts. Okay, that's impressive. And the boot time was super impressive. And here is the main board. That's exactly what it is, MTX-MTH1. And the memory, by the way, yes, my 32 gigabyte, a 5600, and we can confirm that over here in the task manager. First of all, let's take a look at this. You see all those beautiful cores over there and 3.8 gigahertz, and you see the speeds and cores and memory, as you can see, 5600. So both of them, as you can see also in CPU-Z, we are getting 64 gigabyte and 232, and yeah, speed is detected and working. I didn't touch anything in the BIOS or anything. I just put it together. You saw that. It just worked out of box. So that's team data. I'll probably put it in the description in case you want the same RAM. So this is the RAM. Yeah, there you go. Team group. This is the RAM that I'm using. Graphics is Intel Arc and from the CPU itself. And then bench. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Wow. Okay. So we are getting 7300. By the way, power consumption went up to 85. 85 was, I think, the highest number. It came back down. Okay. So 85 watts when you're using every single core in this motherboard and the CPU. Okay. So if we submit to compare, 7200 Intel i9, let's take a look. Yeah, i7 12700 KF is scoring 7400. AMD Ryzen 9 5950 scores 7400, and we are here. So you can say we are almost equal to AMD Ryzen 9 5950 in CPU Z score. Okay, and you see all the details of this motherboard in the computer right over here. The URL is right there, W59KBV. Okay, you go and check everything out. That's all the details are here. Yeah, this is impressive. This is very impressive. Okay, so you have that over there. So what I'm gonna do is I will also try Ubuntu and everything. Okay, we're gonna get there, but before all that, let me run a bunch of benchmarks and then we take it from there. Give me a couple of minutes. Okay, so we are back and I got some numbers, very impressive numbers I have to show you. So I know that game is in the background, but I just want to show you that we got for the NVMe SSD, we are getting 7000. That's literally the speed limits of the NVMe SSD. That's the max from that bandwidth. So it's basically leveraging all that power in that SSD. The other thing I want to show you, this is the 3D Mark score, and I ran all tests in performance tests in the Passmark. So here's the CPU score for Passmark. For those of you wondering, here's the score. This is 2D Mark. It's impressive. When I was doing all the tests, it never exceeded like 70 watts, but you see what I'm getting, right? And the memory mark, we are here. So it is very, very powerful. And I want to show you that I can run, like, I know this is not for gaming. I just want to show you the graphic processing capabilities of this that also has the 4 HDMI output for like digital signage, let's say, industrial. Okay. High settings, I can play this game with, look at the frames. Okay. So this is 66 frames per second. As you can see on the top right, 67 frames per second. Very, very smoothly on high settings. You can play this game, okay? Just as an example. So it is absolutely impressive and very powerful, very quiet, and the IO and the industrial capabilities that if you even skip those, rest the 2.5 gigabit Ethernet and the NVMe SSD ports that is on there and all this stuff, it is very, very powerful and impressive. You can do a lot of industrial stuff with this. Let's say you have a video camera, right? Surveillance. You want to connect a bunch of cameras to this and you want this to record those things. Absolutely. You saw the speeds for the disk, right? So these are the speeds. So you can have that and even use the fast storage for caching of the videos or whatever. And you can do a lot of video encoding and decoding with this. You saw the performance of gaming. You see the 3D Mark scores and all that stuff. All of this for like 70, 80 watts. Very impressive. And I know you guys are power users and you guys always ask me, how about Linux? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut this down and replace the SSD with the Ubuntu one. Let's be on the safe side and power it off. Let me put this NVMe SSD and let's try that. Give me a couple of seconds. I mean, did you see the boot time? Wow, that was 2 seconds. That was very nice. It was actually very fast, honestly. So let's do a bunch of tests in Ubuntu and just, I mean, look at the speed. So I am going to focus in the editing, but this is very large resolution. This is 4K, so it might look tiny. So let me actually get a root shell. All right, so let me do a very quick stress NG test. Okay, so actually I saw the warning over there. Not all the cores were in performance, so I broke it. So let's put that in performance mode. So I am going to do echo performance. Okay, now let's run it again, and we don't get the warning. And look at that. All the cores are on the performance, and now we are getting 96 watts. I don't think I saw 96, 97 in Windows, and fans ramped up. So, okay, 92, 93 watts, and now we're talking. This is going to be some serious test. Okay, it's lowering, so it means that's probably ending. Let's see what we get. Okay, so the test is over, and oh my god, what is that? So this is 600 and what is that? 659, 660,000. Just for reference, Raspberry Pi 5 in this exact same test that I just did right over here, in the same test, you will get 870, okay? And we are getting 660,000. Very, very impressive. Just so you know, yeah, this is the board and system that you're dealing with. It can absolutely handle 4K, 4 displays, and 2.5. Actually, you know what? Let's do iPerf 3. Let's see if it is truly 2.5. iPerf 3, P50, bidirectional. Of course it is 2.5. Of course it is. It is impressive. It is very nice. Okay, so we tested all of that. Let me see even Llama test. Let's see what we got. So I have DeepSeek and Llama. Let's start slow. Let's go with the Llama 3.1. So Llama run Llama 3.1. So let's wait and keep an eye on the power consumption. There you go. Let's go simple. What's your name? All right. It's flying. Look at that performance and 92 watts. So we are using everything. Okay, 10 tokens per second. So this is also on its own very impressive. Let's break this one. And what else did I have? Let's level up a little bit. Let's go with the Llama Deep Run DeepSeek R170B. Let's go crazy. That's 42 gigabyte, by the way, just so you know. It's a very big model and very smart and advanced. So let's see how it does. So let's say like AC++ function that accepts 2 integers. Just some prompt. Let's see how it does. Okay, so now power consumption goes up to 80 watts. Yeah, doesn't go above 80 for now, at least. Okay, it already started thinking. Okay, I think it's like 1 token per second. Okay, you get the idea. But remember, that's a DeepSeek R17B. Okay, so this is still, it ran on this board. It's using 60 watts and it's giving me 1 token-ish per second-ish. Okay, that's gonna take forever. I'm gonna break this one. Let's go a little bit lower. Let's go with the 32B. Let's see how that one is doing. 32B. Okay, so 32B model is 9 gigabytes, so like 1/4 of what I was running. More than that, yeah, almost 1/5, okay, of what I was trying to run. So let's wait for this one to load. I'm gonna throw the same prompt, you know. Let's load it, run it. Power consumption goes 75 watts. Okay, it started. Yeah, as you can see, it's much faster than the 70B model. Yeah, it already started writing and explaining what it's doing. So imagine, let's say you have some industrial machine, you need inputs and you want LLM to run on your board, and you want to have very powerful LLM on it, as well as processing multiple displays and multiple Ethernet ports. Then you got this board. It's not even getting hot. It's so awesome. Chips, nothing is getting hot in this. Okay, so that's the power consumption, and here is the thermal camera. Yeah, the hottest point is somewhere over here, which is RAM. Yeah, so RAM is the hottest point. Actually, that's because we are running the model off the RAM, and it's 51C. Okay, so that's like the hottest point on this board. This is cool. This is chilly. There's no heat over here. So overall, the board is also kind of hot, but it's not really that hot. So you can see 56, 55. That's the hottest point. It's not getting hot anywhere, and that's the RAM. So if you don't go crazy with the model like this, you won't even get that much hot. So it's not producing a lot of heat. It is doing awesome in the LLM. So this one can do very powerful LLMs 4 displays and 3 Ethernets, 2.5 gigabit each, with that much RAM and CPU and that storage speeds. You saw that, how fast it was writing and reading. So you can do a lot of things with this board, a lot of things. It's not just industrial. So industrial, those ports, absolutely, yes. If you need the comports and the other ports that is over here, you will be able to absolutely use those and connect those to a lot of other electronic devices. GPIO as well. That's not a lot of pins, but it's still like there's 8 pins right there. Is it 8? Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Sorry, it's 10 pins, 5 and 5. 10 GPIO pins and everything else. So you can connect a lot of things and control a lot of devices with those serial ports as well as GPIO. I mean, this is awesome. This is impressive. And it comes with the CPU already soldered on, with the heatsink, with the power supply. You got everything right here that you need. Okay, by the way, that finished. So 2.2 tokens per second. There you have it. On DeepSeek. Which model was it? 32B. Okay, so you can run LLM, video processing, multiple display outputs, very fast internet connection, and all that stuff with very, very, very fast storage read and write. You can do everything with industrial wise and even personal. I mean, honestly, you put this in a small, tiny mini ITX case. Yeah, that's it. So it's so quiet. You can put this and use it for daily tasks. This is overkill, honestly, for a daily task. You see the LLM power, you see the gaming, so you can do a lot of things with this. But yeah, there you go. A single computer and a small form factor can do a lot of things, and a lot of things. So I tested Ubuntu, I tested Windows. Let me see anything else. You know what? Should we try Proxmox? I mean, there's like 16 cores. Yes, you can run Proxmox or something like this and run a bunch of virtual machines on it. So all right, fine. Let me shut this down. Let's try Proxmox. All right, give me a couple of minutes. Let me set things up. I'll be right back. All right, so hopefully you saw all I did, that I just replaced Proxmox and I booted it. There you have it, 22 Intel Core Ultra 7 155H, and you'll see that we are booted into this bad boy. And let me show you how long it takes to boot an Ubuntu container. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh my God, did you see that? Let me show you. Look at the performance, look at the speed. You understand? I am running now a Proxmox on this, and there is an Ubuntu container running on it. Now, I'm going to run another one. Watch how long it takes to start a Debian container. 1, 2, did you see that? So that's how long it takes to start, and that one also works perfectly. Okay, you know what? I will do one more. I will go over here. This is from previous tests. There is the PCI pass-through, so I gotta remove that one. Everything else looks to be in order. This is not necessary anymore. Yeah, we're good. Let's go. Let's see. I'm not fast forwarding, everything real time, okay? This is live and real time. Oh my God, look at that. Look at the speed. By the way, keep in mind, I didn't stop those containers. Ubuntu container, Debian container, both are running. Now I'm starting an Windows image, Windows virtual machine. I actually had a lot of things installed in this with the PCI pass-through. Hopefully it will boot, we'll see. If not, I will switch to Ubuntu desktop. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. You see the performance, you see the speed, okay? You get the idea. So now in this board, I'm running an Ubuntu, I'm running a Debian, and I'm running Windows 11. You understand? So keep that in mind. Very, very impressive board, very powerful. Yeah, industrial, this is overkill for whatever you're trying to do that requires this many ports. Yeah, absolutely you can do it. And you saw the heat point, the hottest point was the RAM, and now I'm not using LLM. It's not even hot anymore, okay? And it's kind of quiet, and you saw the performance. All right, so I think I showed you guys everything. I don't have a lot of serial port devices that I can showcase, but those who are in industrial business, they all know how to do those things. They are buying this, they know how to use those ports. So that's beyond the scope of this video, but I just wanted to show you, if you get it without tariffs, let's go with that. That's the real price. This is 750 bucks. So for that much money, you are getting that performance that I showed you guys. Okay, I get it, this is not really for everyday Joe who needs 4 HDMI ports and 3 2.5 gigabit Ethernets and all that, you know, stuff. But the industrial wise, this is a killer. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna use this. A lot of home users can still use it. You can imagine I mean, literally look at it here. I have Proxmox running, right? I can run Pi-hole, pfSense. You see, I have 3 2.5 gigabit Ethernets on this. You can turn this WAN. There's going to be, let's say this is LAN, and you can have another private network and run this. You can turn one to management port for Proxmox, one going to be WAN, one going to be LAN. You put the WAN in, connect the internet, and the LAN goes to your switch, and you can control your home network through this. That's just going to be one container. You can run Pi-hole, you can run Plex, a lot of things. I'm already running Windows 11 and 2 other Docker containers. Okay, so yeah, this is very powerful and impressive board. Okay, I wanted to show you, this is their webpage. Yeah, so this is the board, and if you go to download, you will see there is the BIOS updates, there is GPIO pins over here for Linux. For Windows, you will be able to control GPIOs with the apps and samples that they provided over here, and there are updates and drivers for everything. So give me a couple of minutes, let me see if there's anything else I can do. Otherwise, we're gonna wrap the video. I will be right back. Okay, so last thing I want to show you guys is how loud it is and how fast it boots into Ubuntu. So when I'm not talking, it's 46. Keep that in mind. Now I'm gonna keep quiet and turn it on so you can see how loud it gets, okay? And the speed it boots into Ubuntu. So I have to set the BIOS, sorry, the boot device order is not on Ubuntu. So let me fix that real quick. We're gonna do the test again. Okay, now it counts. Wow, I think I counted 7 seconds after the post beep. So in 7 seconds, you are booted into Ubuntu. I'm gonna be quiet again. Told you, it's very, very quiet. All right, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. I don't want to make it any longer. I just wanted to show you everything. Unfortunately, as I said, I don't have anything for the serial ports. The industrial people have all that stuff. Okay, thanks for watching. Please let me know what you think down below. If you have any questions, let me know and I will try to answer it. And thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.